For the first time ever, the newly branded Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series is having its inaugural playoffs, and as you can see on the screen, we have the playoffs grid. So I thought for the first time ever, I decided to make my own predictions for these playoffs in 2017. So we're gonna start by listing out the drivers that are in these playoffs from by the way they're seated. So first off, you have Martin Truex Jr. in first, second is Kyle Larson, third is Kyle Busch, fourth is Brad Keselowski, fifth is Jimmy Johnson, sixth is Kevin Harvick, seventh is Denny Hamlin, eighth is Ricky Stenhouse Jr., ninth is Ryan Blaney, 10th is Chase Elliott, 11th Ryan Newman, 12th Kurt Busch, 13th Casey Kane, 14th Austin Dillon, 15th Matt Kenseth, and 16th Jake Murray. These are the 16 drivers in the round of 16, and after Dover, 4 of them will be eliminated. So, again, 16 drivers, 4 of them will be eliminated after round 16 ends at Dover. I have to say though, some of these are interesting. There was a little bit of speculation before these playoffs started, where Joey Logano's winning guy covered and he couldn't make it because of that. And there were 14 different winners, only 13 of them made it because of that encounter for Joey Logano. There's a better look at the round 16 drivers. And then of course you have 3 of them making up points: Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, and Jake Murray. So we're gonna go through each round and see who makes it through and who gets eliminated through each round. And in the end, we'll determine the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion at Hillston, Miami. So enjoy these predictions. So without further ado, here's what I think is going to happen after the round 16 ends. We will see Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, Matt Kenseth, and Jake Murray advance to round 12. Meaning, the 4 drivers that will not make it: Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Blaney, Ryan Newman, and Austin Dillon. Now, the reason I say this, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he has 2 wins this season. The problem is, those 2 wins came on restrictor plate tracks. Chicagoland, New Hampshire, and Dover are not restrictor plate tracks, and they have certainly not been Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s best tracks by any means. I don't have the stats, but I'm fairly certain they are not good at all. Ryan Blaney, he got a lucky win in Pocono, not been as consistent as he would have liked, obviously, and not as consistent as the Wood Brothers would have liked either, even with the Penske power under the hood, with the alliance with Team Penske. Remember though, only Brad Keselowski from the Team Penske, original Team Penske camp was able to make it. Joey Logano could not. So I don't see Ryan Blaney making it. Ryan Newman, not gonna make it. He had a lucky win at Phoenix off of a crazy strategy on a late restart, on late caution and late restart, and he held off Kyle Larson for the win. That's basically it. There's nothing else. Nothing consistent about Ryan Newman either. Same thing as Austin Dillon. He again got lucky with his Coca-Cola 600 on fuel mileage. So I mean, yes, popular win, the 3 cars back in victory lane for the first time in like 16 years, but still, not gonna make it. He's not. Actually, 17 years really, because Dale Earnhardt's last one was Talladega in 2000. Yeah, so almost 17 years since Creedy came back to victory lane at the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte. But regardless, Austin Dillon will not make it either. He will not. Just none of those 4 are consistent enough where they are gonna make it to round 2. And if Stenhouse does somehow make it to round 2, he'll make it to round 3. But I just don't see that happening if he can't make it to round 1. So again, there are your drivers that'll make it to round 12. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, Matt Kenseth, and Jake Murray. Now, this round of 8 was a little bit more difficult. My picks for round 8 were a little bit more difficult considering how much tougher the competition gets. But here we go. So the round of 8, I've got these are 8 drivers I think will advance to round 8. Martin Truex Jr., it's obvious he's got playoff points to spare at that point. Kyle Larson, he's pretty much good. He's pretty much gonna make it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna make it. If he doesn't, that'll be a shocker. Kyle Busch, he's been good at Charlotte and Kansas earlier this year. Brad Keselowski, he has restrictor plate confidence. He's got the restrictor plate experience. Sorry, and if Stenhouse doesn't make it, then Keselowski will be next in line to make it to round of 8 off Talladega. Jimmy Johnson, Charlotte win last year in the playoffs. He's pretty much gonna be a guaranteed lock for that round. Kevin Harvick, he's pretty much gonna come clutch when it matters most at the end of round 12. Denny Hamlin, he's found speed, so I think he can make it. He won Darlington not too long ago, started 500, so I think he'll make it. Chase Elliott, I think he's now. I'm a little biased as I'm a big 24 fan, and I'm just saying that it's hard for me to not vote 24 at this point. I really don't want to vote him out, so that's why I've got him in the round of 8. Now here's the reason I don't think Kurt Busch, Case Kane, Matt Kenseth, or James Murray will make it. Kurt Busch had that lucky Daytona 500 win. We haven't seen much from him since. Case Kane, same as Ryan Newman and Austin Dillon. Lucky win at the Brickyard 400 off like a late caution flag where he was able to cycle through to the lead and held off Brad Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson and other drivers, but that's about it. Yeah, nothing else. Matt Kenseth, yeah, if he can't get a win in these playoffs, I'm pretty sure he's done. This is final season with Joe Gibbs Racing, so I don't think he'll make it. If he can't find that elusive win he's been searching for so long this season. I mean, we're 26 races in, we get to 29 races in at this point, and I don't think he's gonna make it. McMurray, I mean, he has found some speed with Jim Ganassi Racing thanks to Kyle Larson, but I don't think he's gonna keep up with Kyle Larson at all. So that's my reasoning behind it. So again, here's the eight drivers I think will make it to round of 8. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott, as you see on the screen. So now we're gonna go to the big portion that everyone's waiting for, the Championship 4 at Homestead Miami. And here are my Championship 4 predictions. So I've got Martin Truex Jr., who will still have, I think, enough playoff points to spare from the rest of the round of 8 contenders to make it to Championship 4. I think it'll be the same with Kyle Larson. So that's my understanding. One of them, not both of them, are going to win at least one of these races in the round of 8. Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix. You saw Truex was very strong in Texas. He has been strong. He hasn't been able to pull off the win, but I know he's got speed. Larson, we saw him get that second place finish at Phoenix earlier in 2017, so I see him doing that. Now, the third one, I've got Jimmy Johnson. He won the Martinsville playoff race last year, so it's hard to pick against him, especially when he's got 9 previous grandfather clocks stored away in his trophy case. So it's hard for me to bet against him. And then finally, yeah, I had to go with Chase Elliott. I have been so supportive of him. He's gonna be driving the 9 car with Henry Motorsports next year. William Byron's gonna be in 24, so I have to root for that 24 all the way to Homestead, all the way up to that checkered flag until I know it's over. Excuse me. So that I can't really deny going against Chase Elliott at this point. I really don't. And the thing is, he actually was strong at Texas and Phoenix. He's been strong at those tracks before. I just have a feeling he might be able to pull it off, and maybe get that elusive first ever win of his Cup Series career. First win for a 24 car that's not driven by Jeff Gordon, and I have reasoning behind this. I will let you know shortly why. But I have reasoning behind why I want Chase Elliott to be my final four. But I'll get to that a little later. But once again, my championship four that'll battle out Homestead Miami, I think, will be Martin Truex Jr., followed by Kyle Larson, and then followed by 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson, and then of course the 24 Chase Elliott. And that's fine. The only driver in this Chip 4 that actually is a previous champion of the sport is Jimmy Johnson. So it's interesting, an interesting championship 4. So we'll see what happens. Here's my pick for the champion. There it is to the right of the screen. That 24 Chase Elliott. Now, if you guys have watched my seen my gaming channel, which I'll put a link in the description for that. And I'm pretty sure like it shouldn't be a surprise to some of you guys because I put it on Instagram as well. I'll put my Instagram username in the description as well, so you can look at that. But I have reasoning as to why I think Chase Elliott will be the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. And you know they're not consistent enough right now, but I think they'll come at clutch when it matters most. But anyway, so if you look at my gaming channel, back in 2014, I started my YouTube channel. I finished off NASCAR 06, and I won the championship in NASCAR 06 with the 4 car, driving the 4 car. And guess who ends up winning the championship in 2014? The 4 car of Kevin Harvick. So then we get to 2015. I finished off NASCAR Thunder 2004 Season 1. The 18 car wins the championship. That was not driven by me, but the 18 won the championship in that Let's Play. Guess who goes on to win the championship in 2015? The 18 car. Seeing a trend? Well, in 2016, I never finished a NASCAR Let's Play. So, now I'm thinking, okay, well, in 2013, the year before I started, Jimmy Johnson won a championship. So in 2016, I'm thinking, okay, well, let's have Jimmy Johnson win a championship. Sure enough, Jimmy Johnson wins the championship. Now in 2017, I finished a NASCAR 2005 Let's Play, where the 24 car ended up winning the championship. So, this is my reason as to why I think Chase Elliott will be the 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. Other people might have reasoning behind this, and you can argue that, oh, Chase Elliott's not going to be even close. Yeah, obviously these are just predictions. I mean, come on, this. If it happens though, you gotta look back at this video and think, okay, this is definitely happened. So, what I want you guys to do is to share this video as soon as it comes out, ASAP, to everyone you know, and we'll see what happens through these final 10 weeks. But that is my prediction: Chase Elliott as Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion for 2017. I don't. You guys can argue all you want about this. I don't really care. I'm just making this prediction to see if it comes true for like the 4th year in a row. The last 2 years were really, I wasn't expecting it. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.